Hello and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with what's happening here on this channel. And if you already subscribed, thank you so much for tuning in today. So this week I want to encourage you with this. Stop performing. Stop performing. We live in a performance-driven society. You know, we feel like we're valuable because of the things that we do. And God is looking for, anything but, I believe, in this, in this time, in this season of life. God is looking for us to rise up as sons and daughters, those who know Him, those who have a relationship with Him, those who walk closely with Him, that we understand that we're actually in relationship, that God is Abba, He is Father, and He wants for us to know Him. He wants our hearts, not our performance. You know, though we do many things well and He's called us to do many things, He desires relationship with us. He desires for us to spend time in His presence, to get to know Him, to receive all the benefits that He has for us in Him. We really don't get to know who we really are. We don't meet our true selves until we meet Him. So it's important for us to, spend the time with Him, to get to know Him, to put the performance aside. It's not about, how much you pray or how long you pray, how long you're, spending time praying, in His presence and those sorts of things. Many times God wants us to get to a quiet place. He wants us to get to a place where we turn our minds off, where we turn off the cares and we turn off the worries and we just rest and abide in Him. He's looking for His sons and His daughters. And so, God deals with me, in dreams. And, recently I had this very elaborate dream and I woke up from it and I was like, God, what does this mean? But He was just showing me so many different things. And one of the things He spoke to me as I prayed about this dream was He said that people all over this world are prostituting themselves for fortune, for fame, for accolades, and for position. And God is like, it's time out. He said we are getting ready for everything else but Him. And it's time for us to prepare ourselves to be with Him. Not that we're gonna die tomorrow. We don't know what tomorrow holds. But I believe God is saying we're chasing after everything, but we're not chasing after Him. We have time for everything. We dress up for everything. We put on to get titles and positions, and we compromise to be in these different roles and have these jobs and all these different things. And we're hard after that. We're chasing after these things. We gotta have this and we gotta have that. We gotta do this and we gotta do that because we're trying to impress people and get people to like us and look holy and look Christian and look, like we're important to other people. When God is like, I'm just looking for your heart. I'm looking for you to stop performing. I'm looking for you to come and connect with me. Be with me. Don't just know me as God in heaven. Know me as Abba. Know me as Father. Know me as the nurturer. Know me as the protector. Know me as the one who loves and who cares for you. Know me as the one who provides. Know me in all of my ways. But how can we do that if we're striving for everything else and we're not striving for Him? So that's my encouragement to you this week. Stop performing. It's not about how much you do for God. It's not about the gift that He's, giving you to use in the world for His glory. Because though we have the gifts and we will perform and we'll do, all these things and use all these gifts that He's given us, probably until the day we leave this earth. But what's most important to Him, what's more important to Him than our doing is our being with Him. He wants our hearts. He desires us. And truth be told, everything that we're looking for, everything that we desire, every promotion, everything that we can imagine, anything we can think of, is all wrapped up in Him. You don't meet the real you until you meet Him. There's so much of ourselves that doesn't even come alive until we draw near to God. He reveals things about ourselves, as we draw closer to Him, as we spend time in relationship with Him. He illuminates things for us. He shows us things on the inside of us that we didn't even know were there. And that comes through relationship. He is a great God. He is an awesome Father, but He is longing to be with His children. He's longing to spend time with us. He wants us to know Him. And so I just encourage you this week, don't worry about, the number of minutes or hours or however long it is that you pray or, the different things that you're doing this week. Focus on just quality time. and not quantity. Focus on quality, in his presence, resting, turning off your heart, turning off your emotions, turning off, the worries and the cares and the doubts and the ins and the outs, and just focus on just being with him. Just rest in his presence. Just be there with him and allow for him to love on you. Allow for him to speak to your heart. Allow for him to heal you. Allow for him to restore you. All of these things are present for us in the presence of God. So I just encourage you this week, stop performing. Get to your place with him. Get to know him. Begin to develop relationship with God. Don't just be in proximity. Don't just know that he's there, but really get to know him. And in getting to know him, you're going to get to know you better. I pray this was an encouragement to you, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.